All right, seventh period, Algebra 2. Obviously, Miss Press is not here today. You will see why when I see you guys next. Nothing the matter, no big deal. It's good, exciting stuff. But I won't see you guys for a minute because obviously I'm not there today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be testing, which I already told you guys I did not volunteer for, but it's happening anyway. Wednesday, you will be testing, which you probably didn't volunteer for, but here it is upon us. You're going to do your best, use your strategies, and be the amazing scholars I know you are. Um, and then I will see you guys next on Thursday, which is like a crazy long time away from now, it feels like. So if you see me in the halls, please do not hesitate to yell and shout and get my attention, say hello, because I'm going to miss you guys terribly. Um, Anyway, in a similar note, this do now question, I hope you answered it and thought about it because that's really not a lot of time. Like 11 weeks might sound like a lot, kind of, but if you think about it, like we had that much time almost between winter break and spring break, and it was like that. So it's going to go by really, really fast, and it's not including days you have off and days when we're testing like this that just kind of disappear. So not a lot of time. One of my goals is to make sure that we're really ready for the TSI and to do our absolute best on that. And getting ready, especially juniors, for some post high school goals. So that's exciting stuff. Anyway, going to our notes, we've got a lot to cover in a little time. So I'm going to kind of talk fast. Mr. Watson, as always, you can pause anytime you need. By the way, make sure that you guys are enjoying your supper responsibly today. All right. And Mr. Watson, if we did run out of suppers, just FYI, we usually grab some from Miss Temple's bag. Don't tell anyone I said that, but these guys love to eat the suppers, and I'd rather they eat them than the suppers not get eaten. So anyway, this conversation never happened. So looking at our notes, make sure you're on your notes. It says the perimeter of a triangle can be found by adding up all the sides. Pretty straightforward. We got 3 sides. We're just going to add them all up. So it says here, if we are missing, I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. If we are missing a side, we can use the Pythagorean Theorem. Did I spell that wrong? Oh, yep, I switched around my G and my O. Go! Pythagorean Theorem to find it. Okay, Pythagorean Theorem. Again, pause if you need to. And in fact, I want everyone to say that one time. Pythagorean Theorem. Okay, hopefully you all said it. So, Mr. Watson, check them. Here's the Pythagorean theorem. It should be burned in your brains. But one thing I do want to point out about this is that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It's really important that this c is always where our hypotenuse goes. And so remember, if we've got a right triangle, I just learned this really cool trick. If I'm making a triangle, I can use the shift button to make it a right triangle. There we go. So our hypotenuse is always right across from this right angle. There's my right angle. My hypotenuse is this side over here. This is my C. It doesn't matter which leg is which because just like 2 plus 3 equals 5, 3 plus 2 equals 5. But one thing I can't do is I can't move the 5 to the other side. I can't go 2 plus 5 equals 3. That doesn't work anymore. So we have to keep the hypotenuse as the sum here. We must make a right triangle if we want to use that Pythagorean theorem, all right? It has to be a right triangle. So if I have a regular triangle over here, like this, boom, that I can't use the Pythagorean theorem. It doesn't work, right? It has to be a right triangle. So sometimes we need to make a right triangle, and I'll show an example of that in just a second. The 2 sides that might make a right angle, as I just said, are legs. So we've got the legs over here. And the side opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse, which I said to you guys is the one across from the right angle. All right, last note, I have 30 seconds. My box popped up down here. The formula for the area of a triangle. Area equals, see if I can do this. There we go. Base times height divided by 2. As simple as that. But the important thing we have to remember is that the base and the height must be perpendicular lines. So this can be my height, this can be my base, not